Hey everybody, Double P here, and welcome back to this live trading session. And in today's live trading session, we're going over a energy stock, which is ENPH. So what we want to do over here is, first of all, let's get everything out of the way. Let me come over here so that you can see it. We're live in my account right here. And today is October the 12th. You see the time right there when I'm cutting the video. It's roughly around 10:24 in the morning. I'm done trading for today. We'll come over here because people are going to ask me, well, why do you have partially delayed data? So we'll come down here. Stock is in real time, as you can see it. So I got real time feeds for MX, New York Stock Exchange, and the NASDAQ. It's all real time. Equity options are also real time right there. You can see that. Futures options. I don't trade futures. I don't trade futures options. I'll wrap my head around it sometime soon. I don't understand it, so I don't need the feeds for it. And you get the general gist. The Forex is real time. And other is real time. Everything is real time data there. That's my account. Okay, so what do we do? The first thing that we do is we look in pre-market. And pre-market, we found a position that we wanted to go over, and it's ENPH. Why did I pick ENPH? Well, because it's an energy stock and it's an energy alternative stock. And right now, in the current climate, the energy stocks are outperforming, especially the alternative energy stocks are outperforming. And it's a really good time to be into this market, oil and gas, alternative energy. So I'm staying away from tech right now and I'm moving into energy. So that's something you have to understand is when you're looking at getting into positions, you kind of want to look at what's hot outside of the big tech sectors. And the usual other sectors, like the reopening sectors, like alternative energy, that's the rotation where I'm going and where I led my platinum traders today. So let's go over it so that you see it right here. And I did two things today, just so that you see. One of the first thing I did is today, as always, we draw the box, right? The box is going to dictate where we take our trades and how we take our trades. The box is going to dictate, do we go long? The box is going to dictate, do we go short? The box is going to dictate, is this going to be a range bound type of a trade? If it's range bound, yes, I guess you can take the trade if you want to take the trade, but I wouldn't advise you to take the trade because you're going to be in a box. You're going to be trading in a range. So what's going to happen is you're just going to bounce back and forward. So is there a strategy for that? Yeah, sure. You could do spreads. You could do condors. You could do butterflies. I'm a directional trader. I'm an intraday momentum options scalper. So I'm looking for direction. I'm looking for burst of energy. And the stock, this equity has been building up energy. So we look at the position right here. We look at the low. We look at the high. We look at where everything opened up. And this is where I took my position. Look at this big, meaty. We're on a 1 minute chart here so that you can see everything. So that you see here, look at how this stock took off in the morning. Normally, I don't trade pre-market. Sorry, not pre-market, but most times I don't trade the first 15, 20 minutes of the bell. But because of what was going on with this particular security, I wanted to get in fast. So with the box right here, right? What's the box? It's yesterday's close. It's the last hour to the last 45 minutes of the high and the low of yesterday. And then you have the opening position for today. You have your 200 moving average right here. And then you have your 20 moving average right here. So those are the four ingredients for your box. Right? And then you draw out the box. You draw out all the price action, and that's going to give you your box. And you color it in to figure out exactly where you're going to make your trade, right? And I also put in some Fibonacci right here, right? This is icing on the cake for today for this particular trade. And normally I don't use Fibonacci, but today I wanted to use Fibonacci because of the explosive price action. I wanted to see where my levels were. And also, I drew up my price levels right here. These are profit taking right here to take profit. This is my entries. I'm looking at taking entry positions and stop losses, right? So we look at this position right here and we say to ourselves, wow, look at what we're doing right here, right? Look at the gradual ascent, higher highs, higher highs, higher highs. It's a nice staircase pattern. It's ripping above the 20 the whole entire time. So it's a great position to take. So let's come over here to the charts. And as I said, we're option traders, right? So as a platinum trader, beta tester member, we're looking at capitalizing on the option chain, right? So look at this right here. So this is my entry. 375 was my entry for the option. This is my first profit. This is my second profit taken. This is 20% right here. And we're going around 30% to 40% profit taken. And look at the high where it hit right here. Notice the time. So let's come over here. You're going to see the time where it hit the high. The high was at 10:05, right? So what did we do today? So remember what I always teach, right? You want to make sure that you have the equity or the stock on one side of your chart so you can see what's happening. In case you want to take the actual position in the active trader, but I'm not taking the position because it's $168 stock. So why would I do that when I can go out and I can take a position with $3.75 and take position on the option, right? And then you see right here, we have the option chain right here. So I can buy my option right here in the active trader ladder, right? So what did we do today? Well, you've seen everything so far. So let's come down over here and you're going to see, first of all, you're going to see the text message I sent out to my group, right? Because this is very important that you see this, right? All live real-time trading. Today's Tuesday, October the 12th, 2021. Here's the trade I sent out. I told him it was a momentum day trade, about to open the 15th of October 21, ENPH, the 170 strike, 375, and 20 contracts. I'm looking for 30%, and my stop loss is a tight 10%, so that you see the trades that I took out with my guys, right? I give them everything. I give them the actual strike position. I give them the actual option that they're going to pick. I actually pick out the limit for them, the limit order that they pick. I give them the profit potential, and I give them the stop loss, everything. And I tell them what kind of strategy it is. Now, here's the kicker, right? 9:57, we sent this out, right? And then look right here at 10:07, I told my platinum traders that I got out. Sold to close, 15th of October 21, ENPH 170 strike, $5,000 profit. So that's what I did today. So let's come over here. Let's go 9:57. This landed in their phone 9:57. But what happens is I took my trade a little bit earlier because I wanted to make sure that this position was moving the way it was moving. So let's see here, 9:57 right here. This is when they should have got into the business position, right? So what do they have here? They have a nice higher highs all the way up, and to the highs right here, this is the position. So this is basically almost a 8-minute, 9-minute, 10-minute position to be able to get in and to be able to get out, right? So that was a very healthy, profitable trade for my traders. So let's come over here and you'll see that was the platinum text. So I'm just looking at my screen here, sorry. The platinum text. So let me go over to my order fill so that you see my order fill right there. And I got in actually a little bit earlier at 3 minutes. I got in for my order fill, and then you see when I exit my position at 10:06. So if you see here, right here, and I bought 50 contracts right there. So let's come over here, and you'll see at 9:54. Let's go over to 9:54. So when I got in, look at this. I got in on this doji right here. And then because it was a spinning, right? And then we had to take a little bit of a drop, but look at what happened. It was just absolutely took off, and there we go, right? And 10.06. Let's move over here to 10.06. Right here. This is when I'm getting out right here, right? So I couldn't get out on a high. I actually tried to get out on the high, but my order wouldn't fill. It got locked, and I was just like, okay, I got to get out because I see what's happening on this big sell candle right here. Whenever you hit a high of the day, and the high is an explosive high, and it's just ripping, you know what's going to happen after this candle right here, especially on the high of that particular candle. You know what's going to happen. You're going to get a lot of downward selling pressure. And look exactly what happened here. This is a lot of downward selling pressure. So that's why I got out when I got out, because I knew this would happen. And then we have our Fibonacci right here. We have our Fibonacci sequence right here. So we're mapping up the price levels. I'm waiting to see right here, getting out roughly around the, let's see, 20% mark right there. That drop back, that pull back. So I want to get out before that, because I don't want it to touch down here. And I knew once it broke this plane right here, that's it. It's going to be a short position going short. Now it's still starting to trying to pick up steam up here. It's roughly around 10:35 now, but this is when you get out, right? That's what I enjoy. So let's come over here. You'll see the position right here, what I got. So we enter, out, position today, $5,000 today on the day, plus 313.4% on the option move. And there we go, $5,000 in and out. Very nice trade today for my Platinum Trader Beta Tester Group members. So if you like that information, you like what we do here at the Platinum Traders Beta Testers Group, you want to be able to look at how we're taking these positions. And let me show you how I took this position here. So I'm going to come over here to right over here to Market Watch, scroll down to Visualize, and you're going to see it right here. I always go into the index for the S&P 500. And when I saw what this position was doing, I took this position on ENPH because I saw it just pass over this red line right here. When you see the passing over this red line right there, if you can just see it right there, this is an opportunity for you to take position, because what this is telling you right here is that this is a stock that's got massive momentum, it's got good volatility, and it's going to be a mover for today. So when I see those levels, that's a 3% move right there. Especially on an energy stock, on an alternative energy stock, you know it's going to be a good move. And then you can see it right down here, ENPH, you can see right there, plus 4%. It was actually plus 7% of a move today. And right now it's currently sitting at 4%. It's right now currently sitting at 4%, almost 5%. So when you see stuff like that, you got to be able to take it. Now, what's going on with the rest of the market? Well, I mean, we can go down here. We can go down here and we can look at what's going on with the S&P 100, right? You can see the advanced decline line right here. It's 53.47. So now it's starting to move to a position where it's going to be like a 50-50 kind of thing. So the market could be up, the market could be down, market could be sideways. It's going to be 50-50. So I look at this and I say to myself, okay, I'm out of the market anyways. So the market could do what it did yesterday on the Monday, where it came roaring out of the gate. Then all of a sudden, highs were hit, almost highs were hit. And then all of a sudden, towards around 11:30, 12 o'clock, the whole market kind of just went tits up and started to capitulate and started to go to the downside, and everything pretty much ended on a low session. So you don't want to be in that situation when that's happening like that, all right? You want to be able to make sure, I mean, if you want to look at the heat map here, you look at the heat map, you can see what's going on. So when you see the big Titans attack, when you see them starting to turn red, all right, you starting to see everybody starting to turn red. The big titans of tech, the big communications, the banks, right? You're starting to see this happening. You're starting to see the yield move up. So when the yield moves up, what's happening is that's not good for tech, right? So you want to be able to look at what's going on here and you see what's happening here. You know what I mean? Like, you want to be able to say to yourself, okay, this is why we're intraday momentum scalpers. We're in and we're out of the marketplace. We don't hold our positions for however long we want to hold our position, which is a few minutes up to, like, half an hour, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, etc., etc., etc. So 10:06 right here. That's when I got out of my position. So you can see that right here on the high of the candle right there, in and out of that candle. So that being said, somewhere in this video, to the left, to the right, up or down, I'm not too sure where it's going to be, but if you'd like to join the Platinum Traders Beta Testers group, there's going to be a link in the video somewhere here. Click on that video, head on over to the site. I got a whole bunch of training for you. We're in and we're out of the marketplace. Do we do swing trades? Yes, we do swing trades. Do we do day trades? Yes, we do day trades. Do we do momentum trades? Do we do investing? Yes, we do that as well. The bread and butter is intraday momentum options scalping. That's the bread and butter. That's what I love, right? And that's what I even told my players. So come over here really quickly. Let's go over to the text again. Told my players to get out. I'm always watching my members. I'm always looking after my members. You can see right here, sold to close, 150 strike. I'm out of this position. It's turning. So the market's turning, the position's turning, got in, got out, I'm out. All right. So always looking after my members, telling them when to stay in, because I originally told them it was going to be like a momentum day trade. And I thought it'd be a good momentum day. I mean, it still is a good momentum day trade, but now it's going to trade in a box, as you can see. So stuff like this, you really don't want to be sitting. You really don't want to be sitting in this consolidation phase right here and waiting to see if it's going to either break out to the upside or it's going to start breaking down to the downside. You don't really want to be in that position. So once you take a position and you ripped and you caught that major move, it's time for you to get out, right? So that's what I teach my members, to get in and get out, right? This right here, we want to avoid this area right here. It's no good. No bueno, right? So that being said, if you like this information, smash that like button for me. Share this with your friends, share this with your other traders. I'm here to help you. This is all free. This is all live trading. I do my trades first live, and then I come right back into the market when I'm finished, and I'm going over the study lesson live in real time, so you see everything. You've seen my order fill, you've seen my execution, you've seen my entry point, you've seen how I drew out the box. You see I'm working on the 1 minute candle right here, but I come over to the 5 minute candle, as I always do, to do my setups, right? You can see I can do my setups here in the 5 minute candle. Let's come over here. Let's move this over here like this so that you can see that there. And this gives you a way better, feel for when you want to be able to get into a position and get out of a position right there. That's the juicy sweet spot right there. Look at that rip. That's what you want to move. That's what you want to see, right? That movement right there. And then you want to be out. And then this is consolidation right here. You don't want to be in this. You don't want to be in this motion right here. It's no bueno, right? You want to get in. You want to get out of that kind of situation, right? So it's a good intraday momentum option scalping trade. So that being said, my name is Double P. I'll see you in the profit zone. Take care, everybody.